Hello everyone, I am Aayush, the CMO of DMDAO Foundation. In the first episode, I want to answer one of the most important questions. What exactly is DMDAO? Because in my opinion, most people still understand DeFi at a very surface level. When people hear DeFi, they usually think about staking, yield farming, liquidity pools, APR. But if you truly understand financial markets, you realize something important. Those are only surface layer mechanics. The real power in every financial system has always been liquidity control. Liquidity determines pricing, liquidity determines market depth, liquidity determines capital efficiency, and ultimately liquidity determines whether an ecosystem can survive long term. For decades, both in traditional finance and in crypto, the most powerful and profitable capability has always been market making. Why do institutions like Citadel, Jane Street, Jump, and Wintermute dominate markets? Because they control liquidity infrastructure, they control spreads, they control depth, and they control liquidity distribution, and they influence how the capital flows through the markets. And despite everything DeFi has achieved, most protocols never truly changed that structure. Many systems appear decentralized on the surface, but in reality, enormous amount of liquidity value are still extracted by MEV systems, arbitrage bots, and professional trading infrastructure. Retail users provide liquidity, but structural profits are still captured by a small number of high-frequency players. That is why, from day one, DMDAO was never trying to become another DeFi product. What we are building is far more fundamental. We are building a distributed market-making infrastructure that transforms institutional-grade liquidity system into a community-owned liquidity network. That is why we define DMDAO as a self-growing distributed market-making protocol, because we believe the future of DeFi will not belong to passive liquidity. The future belongs to protocols that can coordinate liquidity, optimize capital efficiency, capture real market profits, and continuously recirculate the value back into the protocol. Everything inside DMDAO is designed around that vision. Through AI-driven liquidity scheduling, CLMM architecture, the Matrix Prime market-making network, and DAO-based coordination systems, we are transforming traditional centralized market-making logic into an open liquidity net operating system. Inside DMDAO, liquidity is no longer passive capital sitting inside pools. Liquidity becomes programmable, dynamic, strategic, profitable, and self-reinforcing. In simple terms, we are not building a yield platform. We are building the next generation of liquidity infrastructure for Web3, because the most important protocols of the future will not simply create tokens, they will redefine how the capital moves across the internet. And that is exactly what DMDAO is building. I am Aayush and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.